Warning, do not enter this game if you're under 18 years old.
This is made for entertainment purposes only. It is made to be cringy and it is made to be a meme.
Dude, what's poppin', man? It's your boy Rich and I'm back again with a brand new video. Today we're going to continue our Let's Play of the Outer Worlds. In the last episode, it was a little bit, a little bit weird. Where you could kind of just wake up in a hibernation chamber, some guy is smuggling you out, and then you're landing somewhere, you kill some guy you're supposed to meet, and now you're out here fighting marauders, and then you're lying to captains and stuff, and it's all over the place. But I hope if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. Leave some comments, obviously. Yeah, leave comments. But leave game ideas down below, so I can play some of these newer games that are coming out. Make sure you turn your post notifications on so you don't miss a thing on this series or any other series on this channel. But without further ado, let's get right back into it. Let's eat it. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Okay.
Goodbye.
Oh, okay. Alright, she's
The
no help.
navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
Alright. What do I do? I'll just follow this, I guess. What do I do? I'm living it up. Oh, yeah, she's gonna be like.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Really? After I pass up your friend? You're not wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector. Do you take down payments? On time violence. Got it wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector. Yeah, sure. I don't have a job. I don't have a job technically, but really, after I pass your friend?
Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care. Ooh, got out of that one. We're running, we're running, we're running, we're running. I still don't know how to use the... What the heck? Ah, okay. There you go. Use RL2... Okay.
I smell blood!
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ah! Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, man. What's up here? Welcome to Edgewater. Now, do I go in through the front or just kind of just walk around? Oh, it's a sunset. This ain't it, Chief.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Thanks.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium?
Yes.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Hmm.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling
Ah.
corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure.
Huh.
If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Oh my gosh.
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Right.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Twist this.
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Alright. Let's go find these people. Get that money. Welcome to Edgewater. Man, oh man. This game is so far living up to the hype, you know. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope y'all are enjoying this video. You know, if you are, please leave a like on this video. You know, leave a comment. Say, hey, keep going. More episodes. You know? Every little bit helps.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
You think?
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what...
Seems we've got a guest.
I was staying
Really
for a
now,
minute.
Pavati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize.
She did.
I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I see.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful.
Please.
I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Let's go.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Cool. Get your ass in here. Just don't you go dying on me, that's all.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we chat? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay.
about if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright? Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
Oh, she doesn't seem confident at all.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
What? Okay. Botanical lab. Let's go talk to this guy first. What's that? Botanical lab. Okay.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
I don't know. Is that impossible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Where are we headed? You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicar says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicar sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
No. Botanical lab. Let's get it. Saltuna Cannery. Oh man. It is early in the morning, guys. But y'all gotta get content, so here we go. We got a far ways to go, god damn.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love
Hell,
them.
I'm out. What? What am I doing out here? No clue where we're supposed to be going, guys.
Gosh, that's close.
Get your ass in here. Oh.
What do you think you're doing?
I was sleeping.
Just don't make more paperwork for me, all right?
I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Okay. I guess we're supposed to go to the other one. I don't Anti-Cleo. Better than nature. I'm sure it is. What? Yo, where am I supposed to go?
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
Oh. Let's try this again. Yeah, we found a way. Oh.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, we straight, bro. Probably should have looted those guys, but I get on the way back.
Come out, leg. Something there.
Watch out! Nice hit!
Oh, my game is trash. I'll just do that. That works way better.
Easy prey.
Yup, you good? You good? Good. Come
Smell something.
Here they come!
Attack!
on. Holy shit. Where are you going?
Nice hit!
Ah, die.
That's the last of them!
I don't think it's the last of them, but you know, it is what it is. I wish I was better at shooting because I am terrible. We're walking, we're walking.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
I'll talk to you first.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Tuh. What's the problem?
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals.
Nah.
Already got ourselves one of those. A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide.
I just said that.
If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. You don't know what enough with the questions means? It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest.
Let's go. Hey, yeah, what's up?
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Well...
Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. Question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Ah, my gosh. My reasons are right now.
If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid.
Oh my gosh.
Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
I don't know what to do. But I'm gonna get these skill points on, you know. Ranged. Melee. Defense. Dialogue. Stealth. And tech. I honestly don't even know where to go anymore. I'm just... okay. Alright guys, this is a great place to stop. We got a lot to think about to figure out what the heck we're going to do. Are we going to get the power to Edgewater? Are we going to get rid of the people in the desert, whatever? It's just too much to think about right now. But I hope you enjoyed that video. Please leave a like and comment and subscribe if you're new. Turn on your post notifications. Links to my social media down below. Please give it a follow. And until next time, guys.